Fortunes of war can change their way. We imagine our lives will be. The March family are on their way. Make Joe, Beth, and Amy.
The war between the Confederates and the U.S. Army has now reached Gettysburg, causing quite a stir among the townspeople here in York. Many families have begun to leave, and all of us who remain feel constantly ill at ease, especially when the booming of guns is heard. I never imagined that a war could actually come so close to our home.
This little town is getting smaller by the day.
I can't believe this is really happening.
Don't worry, they'll be back. Trust me.
They better be. Soon there will be no one left in my class except for me and my teacher.
My ears could certainly do without that sound. Those dreadful cannons.
Mother is still hoping that we can remain here. This morning, Barbara's parents decided to leave.
She's your best friend, isn't she?
Uh-huh. Barbara and I are very close friends.
I think you should start packing your bags as well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment with Mrs. Spencer.
For what?
I have to talk to her about my new gown for the dance at the Evans house.
I wish I could go.
When I step out onto that dance floor, all eyes will be on me.
Golly! Whee! Can I come along with you, Joe? To Mrs. Spencer's? Maybe she'll make a dress for me as well.
You can come if you like, but I doubt that Mrs. Spencer will take any new orders. She's very busy right now.
Oh, I can't wait. We'll both be stunning. Come on, Joe. Last one there's a rotten egg.
Wait for me.
I beat you! I got here first! Oh no! Where did everything go?
What a dismal situation. 2 days before the dance, and Mrs. Spencer has disappeared with my gown.
Where could she be?
Maybe Mrs. Spencer has moved out like everyone else.
Maybe.
Hello, is anybody home?
Yoo-hoo!
Hello?
Who's there?
Josephine March.
What can I do for you?
Have you forgotten my fitting?
Oh, please forgive me. I'm sorry. There's been so much commotion lately. I'm afraid I forgot to make it.
My dress? But I need it tomorrow.
I will make sure it's ready before that.
Excuse me, ma'am. I wonder if I could...
Yes, dear. Could you what?
I was wondering if it's at all possible for you to make me a dress after you finish working on my sister's.
Oh.
Amy spends ever so much time dreaming of your beautiful gowns, you know.
Oh, I'm really flattered. Sadly, I just don't have the time. I am moving out of here as soon as I finish your dress, Joe.
But Mrs.
I know what you're about to say, Amy. But all that constant gunfire has frightened me into leaving this town until after the war is over. Our entire community could soon become a battlefield.
I know. My sister and I were just talking about the very same thing.
Then you understand. I'm sorry, Amy, but this is something I must do. If I had my way, I'd be leaving town right now. I'm only staying on because I promised Joe her dress.
Who would have guessed it? The first time
stop
I want a
fretting
gown,
now,
a
Amy.
war has to come to our town.
Don't worry, we'll find you another dressmaker.
I don't want another dressmaker, Joe. Mrs. Spencer makes the nicest dresses around, and I want her to make mine as well.
Look, the war has interrupted everything, but Father promised you a dress and you'll get one.
Even so, I just wish this dreadful war was over.
Yes. Unfortunately, Amy, it looks like things are going to get worse before they get better.
Oh, if I was President Lincoln, I would immediately make all wars illegal. Shoot.
I'm quite certain that President Lincoln feels the same way that you do.
Why doesn't he stop it? Why do we have to live in a time when our best friends move away and our fathers must fight in wars? I worry about Papa so much that he fills my dreams every night. I dream of the fighting and the wounded soldiers, and I always see Father among them.
You dream that?
Yes, and I fear that I'm the only one in the family who cares about Father, since all you, Meg, and Marmee can worry about is that stupid dance of yours. I mean, Marmee never even mentions him anymore. And how about Meg and her...
Enough of this!
Huh?
Really, you should be ashamed of yourself.
But it's true.
It certainly is not. The truth is that ever since the Battle of Gettysburg began, we've all been worried sick about Father. It seems absolutely incredible to me that your mind is filled with such nonsensical thoughts about your own family.
I'm sorry.
It just so happens that all of us are afraid to think the worst, so we try not to talk about Father at all. You just think about that, young lady.
Wait for me!
As I tell all my parishioners, Mary, we must pray for an end to this nightmarish war. I've just received word concerning the number of casualties near Gettysburg. Those poor men.
Yes, Father, the girls and I are constantly praying for my husband's safe return.
I, too, have been praying for your Friedrich.
We all thank you, Father.
These are grave times, Mary.
Oh, yes. Will you be staying here, Father?
Of course. It is my duty to stay.
Our town is extraordinarily lucky to have such a dedicated priest as you, Father Jones.
I will be here so long as even one parishioner remains.
I am afraid we will soon have to be heading for the north as well.
That's a wise decision at a time like this, Mary. Do you have a place in mind?
Yes, a small town called Newport in Massachusetts. Friedrich has family up that way.
My prayers will be with all of you.
Thank you for all you've done for us, Father.
You've a very special family, Mary. I'm certain you may go with the knowledge that only good things lie ahead.
Beth, what do you think about the dance?
What about it, Meg?
The Evans say they'll have it even if there's a battle nearby. You think they really will?
I really haven't the slightest idea.
I only ask because I respect your opinion, Beth.
Thank you.
Well, excuse me for interrupting your piano practice. Nice. Dance will be wonderful. I can't wait for tomorrow night.
Whoa! Oh, no! Amy,
Yes?
did you just hear Milky scream?
No.
I must be hearing things.
Amy! Amy, wait!
What is it? What's wrong, Barbara?
Amy, my parents, they want to leave. They want us to be ready to leave tomorrow morning.
We can't let them do that to you.
But my father told me that we have to leave Pennsylvania right away.
Everything's happening so fast.
Amy, why? Why do we have to leave Pennsylvania? This place is our home.
Meg, I simply have to talk with you.
Certainly, Joe. What's troubling you?
Nothing. Except that everybody in town is acting so strange.
Well, that comes as no surprise.
Yes, but Meg, Mrs. Spencer did not have to forget to make my dress.
I had no idea, Joe. I'd be just as upset as you are. I know how much you wanted to wear it to the dance.
Joe March danced divinely as the battle raged on. It certainly sounds romantic when you think about it, Meg. But so what? I'm sure they're going to cancel it. Gettysburg is over 10 miles away. If the music is loud enough and everyone's talking, no one will even know there's a battle going on. You're right!
Please, I've had enough. How sad if the most important social occasion I've ever been invited to is called off because of this war.
Count your blessings, Meg.
I want so very much to go. It'll be so grand. I know it will.
Meg, can you hear us?
Huh?
Mother is talking.
It's all right, Meg, I understand. I was the same way before my first dance.
Mother, do you think that the Evans dance will be canceled?
No, Meg.
What?
It just so happens I just ran into Mrs. Evans by our church and...
Yes? Go on.
Well, give me a chance, Meg. She said that the fighting causes her great worry, too, but the dance will go on.
Oh, I'm so happy. Really?
The Evans deserve a lot of credit for sticking with their decision.
Oh, I'm not so surprised. But, Joe, you said that the Evans dance
come
was
on
going
now,
to be...
girls. This is no time to be fighting.
Take good care of her, Amy. I promise I will, Barbara. She'll always remind me of you. Look! Her body is made from a clothespin.
Yes, I made it. My sister helped me with the dress a little.
Thanks, Barbara. I love it.
When my sister was younger, she used to take that same clothespin and pinch it right on her nose to help give it a better shape.
Really, Barbara? Maybe she still needs it then and will be upset to hear that you gave it away to me without her knowledge.
Don't worry, Amy. Her nose is perfectly shaped now. Once you fix it up with a clothespin, it almost never goes back to the way that it was before. Try it sometime.
Stay away. Stay away, cat. That's right. That's it. No, no! Get back, little kitty. Don't you come any closer. Scat! Stay away from me, cat. Stay away. Scat! Go away. Now stay away from me, cat. That's a nice kitty. No, stop it. You can't do that on the floor, cat. Ain't you got no manners at all? Quit that. Beth, will you come get your cat?
What is it, Hannah? Something wrong?
Your cat is what's wrong.
Aw, come here, Milky Ann.
Good heavens, Hannah, what in the world was all that awful commotion about?
Milky Ann used the kitchen floor instead of her box, Mother.
My goodness, you scared me so. I thought the Confederates were in here.
Nothing like that. It's just that Milky Ann was in here and Hannah's scared of cats.
You can say that again.
Oh, I see. From now on, Hannah, I'll try to make sure the girls keep Milky Ann out of the kitchen.
I want to thank you for understanding me, ma'am. Cats scare me.
Good for you, Milky Ann. That's the right idea. Now you remember, from now on you're going to use your box, not the floor, understand? Otherwise, Hannah's going to be terribly upset. No, we wouldn't want that, would we? Now that you've shown that you've learned the proper manners of a young lady, Milky Ann, I think you're ready to be introduced to some of my closest friends. This beautiful little girl is Christine. She hasn't been feeling very well, so I've had to keep her in bed all day. But she's feeling much better now that she's had some rest. I found her on the street living all alone, so be nice to her. That's right. Next, meet Jeffrey and Maria. They've been friends for a long time. Maria was mixed, but she wanted to live with me instead. Then we met Jeff and we invited him to come along with us. Over there on the chair is my favorite doll, Pete. That's it, Milky Ann. Go over and say hello to him. Oh, Pete, don't be so shy. She just wants to be friends. Sorry, Milky Ann. Here, let me help you two shake hands. That's better. Pete likes to be all by himself most of the time, like me. Now you know why I hardly go outside anymore, Milky Ann. See? Because all of my friends are in here. You certainly are determined to become Pete's friend, aren't you, Milky? Hey, stop biting him. Come over here, you nasty thing. I think maybe we should go back over to Christine. She seems like she is much more your type. Now be nice to her. Beth! Beth! Hey, Beth! What is it? My My goodness, calm down, Amy. What could possibly be exciting you like this?
Beth! You know my friend Barbara?
Of course I know Barbara. What's the problem?
Well, what do you think about her sister's nose?
I don't know.
You know who I'm talking about, don't you? She's about Joe's age.
Yes, I know her. So what about it?
Well, picture her nose. I think she's got the best nose in the whole town.
Amy, what are you talking about?
She's going to leave town. The whole family is moving tomorrow morning.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear your best friend is leaving, Amy.
Yes, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Amy, will you get to the point?
Well, do you know what this is made out of?
Oh, she's very pretty.
It's a going-away gift from Barbara.
Hey, look! It's a clothespin.
It's not just a regular
Oh?
clothespin.
You mean, it's a special clothespin, right? A magic one.
Yes! That's it! This clothespin is magical! I knew it!
Oh, please, Amy. Don't take what I said to you seriously. I was only kidding around.
You won't believe it. Barbara told me her sister puts this clothespin on her nose to give it a handsome shape.
Oh, please.
She used to attach it to the end of her nose every night. See? Just like this, Beth.
Amy, that's pure rubbish.
No, it isn't, because Barbara watched her do it.
You must be kidding. Or maybe Barbara was mistaken about what she saw.
I'm going to try it.
What a horrible idea. Don't even say such a thing, Amy. Will you just forget about this ridiculous notion?
Oh, but why?
Because I don't want you to cause harm or damage to your already fine nose.
Beth, Barbara told me my nose is very flat, and I believe her. Look, you can see what I mean.
All right, Amy.
Well, go ahead.
Amy, your nose happens to be perfectly shaped as it is.
It's flat and you know it. This problem is all because of Joe. When I was little, she dropped me directly on my face once. That ruined my nose forever. Well, a few weeks from now, it's going to look beautiful again.
Stop it, Amy. I'm trying to write. Now, what are you carrying on about this time?
My nose! It's your fault!
Your what? Oh, Joe, I think you'd better leave us alone right now. We'll be quiet. What has gotten into that child? My word.
I overheard the commotion. Is something wrong?
I don't know what her problem is.
Oh no, they've started again. Those dreadful cannons sound like they're coming closer every day.
My goodness, that one sounded like it was next door.
Sounds like the fighting has gotten more intense.
It's only a matter of time before the battle reaches us. I feel for those men.
I'm sure many lives have been lost.
Don't worry, Meg. It's still far away.
There you are, ma'am.
May I have your attention, girls? As all of you can tell by the sounds of the explosions, the battling armies are rapidly approaching. Everyone agrees that this is not a safe place to be. Pack your clothes. I want to leave tomorrow morning early.
I think it's a good idea.
Hannah, watch what you're doing.
Oh, no.
Now, we all have a lot of work ahead of us. I'm sorry about this, girls. I thought we could hold on a bit longer.
Isn't there any way we can wait until after the Evans hold their dance, Marmee?
No, dear. I know how much you've been looking forward to attending their annual dance, Meg. But it would be unwise to stay.
Yes, but do you really think we can be ready by tomorrow morning, Marmee? We have so much here to pack.
But I'm confident you can do it. Listen, girls. The less we take, the easier it will be to travel, so pack only the things that you think are absolutely essential.
It's such a cruel world sometimes.
I think it's exciting
Why does your voice sound so strange, Amy?
because my nose is soon going to look like Barbara's sister's does.
That must hurt.
It's worth it.
All right. Good night, Amy.
Night. Barbara! Hold on! Barbara, wait for me! I have something for you!
Don't
We have to leave.
I won't, Mother. I just want to tell her goodbye. Amy!
I'm here, Barbara!
I'm glad you made it.
Here.
Oh, Amy, this is perfect.
Remember me forever, Barbara.
Now I know why it's so red.
It looks better today.
Just like I told you.
Barbara, come on now. I am sorry about this, but we really must be going.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Don't ever forget me, Amy.
I won't, Barbara.
In you go.
Bye, Barbara! I'll miss you! I don't hear the guns anymore. The Battle of Gettysburg had finally ended, and the defeated Confederate troops came through our town as they retreated south towards Virginia. The Union Army was following close behind them, and if they caught up with the rebels in York, our town would be turned into a battlefield. Poor Beth said goodbye to her beloved piano, while the rest of us packed up as fast as we could. I guess until that moment, I'd never believed that we'd actually have to leave our wonderful house.
Oh, Hannah, did you remember to pack the food?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, girls. We all have to move faster.
Marmee, my feet are killing me.
I know, Amy, but we aren't going very far today, sweetheart. Try to be brave.
I wanted to go to the dance so badly.
Nobody's gonna be there.
We all hoped to return home as soon as the danger passed. But as we made our way east towards the safety of the woods, we witnessed firsthand the dreadful consequences of the battle at Gettysburg.
Fortunes of war can